Hi Laura, great to see you yesterday at the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on some bits we worked on. I'm going to compare you here to Francesco Molinari. One, he won at the weekend, and two, I think he's got an impeccable swing. So if we just run through you here, the first movement we can see already, the club head is going to start to work slightly behind you. So if we come in into halfway back and your left arm's parallel with the ground, we can see here you have no sort of set line. And what I mean by that is if we look at Molinari here, you're going to keep an eye on his club head, but it's always going to stay this side of his body. So when I'm drawing all these lines, it's never going to go to this side. This is a massive no-no in the golf swing. So if you keep an eye on his, you can see as his club reaches halfway back and his left arm is now parallel to the ground, he's got that perfect set. So if we draw a line on that shaft, we'll see that that points inside the ball to his feet line. Okay, we never really want to see that shaft angle point anywhere outside of this zone here that I'm drawing. It's got to point in between the golf ball and your feet. Okay, so we can see with you, we don't really get them wrists hinging very well. And the easiest way of working on that for you, Laura, was I just put a wall straight behind you, and you just made a backswing. And if you hit the wall halfway back, which you have done here, you'd notice it obviously, but it just gave you that feeling that you could actually get the set to cut through that right shoulder, which will give you a little bit more power and a little bit more whip into the ball. Next part of your swing, we'll see that from here, your arms just tend to lift. So for me, your core isn't really turning, you're sort of lifting your arms, okay? So when we get to the top of your swing, one, it doesn't look very comfortable. Two, I'm starting to lose a little bit of your face, your shoulder here is covering sort of your chin, and I can see too much of your right shoulder at this angle here. If we look at Molinari here, as he winds up to the top, we can see his left arm's just gone across his chest a little bit more, where yours is a little bit steeper in my eyes. Your club face is a little bit closed as well, which I said I was going to leave this week. Purely the fact that once we changed your lines, we want to see what happens with the golf ball. So that new backswing will get better with you against the wall. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. I'm just pointing out the bits we needed to work on. And this was the second part of the lesson we worked on. So as you can see, as you start to unwind, as you start to put some power into the shot, your arms of what we call come over the top. So as you get back halfway down, probably to about there, we can see your shaft is now cutting through your neck. Okay, if we look at Mr. Molinari's here, as he starts to unwind, look at his club and arms, they're just dropping down on plane. So when he gets to the same position as you, his shaft's cutting through his right forearm. So it's very different to you. Yours is cutting through your left, his is cutting through his right forearm. And what that means is with Mr. Molinari over here is that he's now going to be attacking the ball from the inside, and he can determine what shape shot he wants to hit, either a draw or a fade. But with yourself at the moment, you're going to hit pulls and pushes from that position. So that was the next bit we needed to work on to try and fix that for you, Laura. Incredible power, hitting it absolutely miles. So impressed. You've got to join a golf club soon. But we did need to change that downswing line. So your drill for the whole lesson was miss the wall on the way up. So you miss. Okay, and then hit the wall on the way down. So now we can see with you, your club head doesn't hit that wall. Okay, so if we do the same to Mr. Molinari, I'll draw a line on his. The lines aren't very straight today. There, okay, you'll see he misses the wall. There, good, and hopefully he'll clip it. There we go. You can see his shaft is now on the wall coming down. Yeah, so that's very different to yours, where we know with you, obviously I said like you hit the wall halfway back, and then as we start down, you don't get anywhere near that wall coming down at the moment. Now with that drill at the end of the lesson, you started to really get that feeling. You was hitting some really good drives, and even the people on the range were really impressed. So work on that for me, Laura. I'll see you soon. But yeah, just miss the wall on the way back, clip it on the way down, and when you do the drill, just turn the club around so you're using the grip, otherwise you're going to smash your club head on the wall quite a lot.